Reporting parents to the police for allowing their kids to play video games.
That's a warning from one UK school district, and the message, recharging an age-old debate. 16 schools sent home letters after several students said that they played games like Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, and Dogs of War. Heads of the school cited concerns of early over-sexualized violent behavior for the move.
According to HuffPost, the UK letter read in part, if your child is allowed to have inappropriate access to any game or associated product that is designed for 18 up, we are advised to contact the police and children's social care as it is neglectful.
So we want to know if schools have a right to interfere with video games at home.
Our producer Tyler Young in the newsroom with your comments. I know a lot of people don't like this.
At all. This is happening in the UK, but it's actually going viral here. But I do have one person that actually agrees with law enforcement interfering. Let's start with Michael. He says, for too long, parents have been blaming the game companies. In fact, the attention should actually be on the parents.
Well, and here's a good point to kind of go along with that. Parents, my wife is a teacher. Let me say that before I go any further. Parents are big babies when it comes to any suggestions from teachers these days. And one of the issues is, I don't know about calling DSS,
right,
but I think a teacher should say, your kid is talking about playing this violent video game at school on a regular basis. And parents, don't talk about my baby like that. But then what happens if your child goes and hurts someone? What is the first thing you hear everybody say? Why didn't the school do more?
Right.
Why didn't the school do something?
You're absolutely right, and I was going to say there's definitely two sides to this argument, and you said it. Do we need to go to DSS and go to those great lengths that seem so extreme? No, but these are kids, and that is why we have those warnings and those ratings on these games, and if you choose to neglect that, then these kids are absorbing material that they are way too young to understand, and at that age, you don't really understand what's real, what's fiction, and that is where the parent comes in, and they have a talk and say, you're not ready to play this game yet. So I have to agree, Tyler, with that first comment. I know a lot of people don't like this whole nanny state. I don't want you telling me what to do. But at some point, kids are getting hurt. We are seeing that in our school systems with these school shootings. A lot of these, with Adam Lanza out of Connecticut, he had played these violent video games and became desensitized and got his hands on a gun, and God knows what these kids can do with that information.
Well, Tyler, what else do you have on the other side?
I'm seeing a lot of people actually saying, well, I grew up playing video games and I turned out just fine. That's easy for you to say, but it's a case-by-case basis with each child. And Joe says it has such a negative impact on development and communication. There is so much more to life than gaming and technology. Gadgetry has taken over too much and it's not healthy. So what I'm seeing this morning is monitor your children. Do not allow these games to babysit them.
Kids can't be kids anymore.
Yeah. And Connie says we can't seem to tell the schools how to teach our children, so why tell the parents what their children should watch? So we're seeing a little bit on both sides of this issue here this morning. And, of course, Tyler, we want the comments to keep on coming.
Thank you, guys.
On the flip side, though, the school has to remember who's paying their bills.
Well,
Mom and Dad. So I get there's that contrast there.
Yeah, it's a very tough thing.